There is no place on earth that has not heard of Carlos Valderrama. Just think of his thick golden hair. El Pip has had many happy moments, but sometimes he has faced sorrows, and the combination of these sorrows and joys has shaped the personality of Carlos Valderrama, or El Pip. Let's read the story of Carlos Valderrama from the beginning to get to know his sorrows and joys better. Carlos Valderrama, or El Pip, started football at the Deportivo Cali club in his country, Colombia, and after his success at Deportivo Cali, he became a famous and well-known figure. To the point that he won the South American Footballer of the Year title in 1987 and qualified for the 1990 World Cup in Italy with the Colombian national team. He scored the opening goal against the United Arab Emirates in the opening match of the tournament, and then, with a beautiful pass from Qatar to Rincon against the powerful West Germany, his team advanced to the round of 16. However, they were defeated by Cameroon in extra time and were eliminated from the competition. That same year, he won the French championship with Montpellier. He then moved to Tampa Bay Lightning, a team that had only been formed for 2 years at the time. He won the MLS MVP award in the first season of the MLS with Tampa Bay Lightning. The Colombian Lion then moved to Miami Fusion and participated in the 1994 World Cup with the Colombian national team in the same season. The Colombian national team, having lost their opening match against the United States 3-1 to Romania, was preparing for the second match against the host United States. Having lost their opening match, they were forced to face the hosts, with players such as Faustino Asprilla and Gabriel Gomez receiving death threats. They had no choice but to beat the hosts in front of 93,000 spectators. The match began, with the hosts in control for most of the game, and finally, a John Harkes cross was inadvertently deflected by Andrés Escobar into the Colombian goal, ending Colombia's hopes. Things went from bad to worse. The coach resigned and immediately joined Atletico Madrid. The Colombian national team also fled to different corners of the world after their 2-0 victory over Switzerland. Escobar, however, went to his hometown of Medellin and tried to explain the situation to the media. "It's true that we were eliminated, but we had a great opportunity and a unique experience," he told El Tiempo. "We're going to miss out on these opportunities again, because life doesn't stop here." But on the morning of July 3, Andrés Escobar died in hospital after being shot. The incident, which was a turning point in Carlos Valderrama's personal life, deeply affected his soul. He later said, "You can't forget this incident. What happened to Andrés is something you can't see anywhere else in the world." When we were eliminated from the 1994 World Cup, we were offered the option of returning to Colombia or staying in the United States for a while. I stayed. The day I was flying back to my country, that happened to Andrés. The flight attendant told me that one of my teammates had been killed. I'm still shaking. I couldn't control myself in my seat. Time has passed, but I will never forget that incident when someone was killed for playing football. I was considered the best player in Colombia, but when I came back from the World Cup, I was booed and insulted everywhere. They told me I was sold. Do you understand? We were in that situation. El Pip eventually went to Colorado Rapids and finally said goodbye to football. But behind the scenes, Carlos Valderrama's presence in the United States was a lot of work. His presence encouraged David Beckham to come to the United States, and then players like Bale, Shaqiri, Messi, etc. came to the United States.